An Amherst man sentenced to 6 to 7 years in prison yesterday for sexually assaulting a teenage girl in Amherst. 44-year-old Kamal Benate pleading guilty in Hampshire Superior Court, admitting to sexually assaulting that victim multiple times between 2015 and 2019. It started when the victim was just 12 years old. And Benate will serve several years in a state prison now, followed by 5 years of supervised probation. He will also register as a sex offender and pay restitution to that victim.